Doink.
What's up?
Well, it's Friday, and we're here. And Stevie and I are here anyway.
I'm texting.
Stevie's texting, seeing where everybody is. I had invites out for the regular crew, and they're not seem to be here. I know it's Friday, and it's during the holidays, so it's.
It's not like it's New Year's or nothing.
Right. Anywho, all right. Let me do a rundown, and I want to get into a couple of things. And all right. Look at that. Back in the first spot is the ever beautiful Sandy's Passion. Sandy, how are you tonight? Great to see you. Hope your Christmas went well. Hope your New Year's is going to go better. Stalker Steve's in here with us. Miss Alicia Shell stopped in with us offline. Shalisa had her operation for her back, so we're hoping she has a speedy recovery, so she's going to sit out tonight. She might pop in here and there out in the chat. But if she doesn't, obviously we totally understand that. We just hope that she feels better and gets has a speedy recovery, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Frankie, how you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. Good to see you. Prepping to endure P2E. Nice to see you. Happy New Year to you, sir. Who did I miss? Vanessa Kitty. Hello, sweetheart. Great to see you. Happy New Year. HRM Weapons. What's up, bro? Cheers. Happy New Year to you. G Trapper. How you doing? Happy New Year, my friend. That's it. Okay. Dish, if you're out there listening, I'm trying to get a hold of you via text, via Facebook Messenger. So if you're listening, or if anybody has spoken to Dish,
no, I haven't heard from her. I sent her a text also.
Can you let me know? See if we can get her on the panel here tonight and see what happens.
Yeah. The last word I heard from her is she did not have internet signal where she was.
Right. All right. VBook 001. Happy New Year, my friend. I was just informed. I'm just hearing of this, and it's not a pleasant. It's really pretty hard because he was a cool dude. So I'm just hearing of this tonight, actually, and I'm kind of upset that I didn't get a text. But anyway, driver of all has passed away. I've known driver for about, I don't know, 5 years now. He was a cool dude. We had a ton of things in common. He drove a truck, I drove a truck. You know, and he anywho, the one thing that we had in common, the coolest was we shared the same birthday. It sucks. I texted him back in October and November. We texted each other on our birthdays like we have been doing for years. And I texted him back in October because I hadn't heard from him after that. And then I texted him in November. He wasn't old prepping. He wasn't old. Believe it or not, he wasn't even 70. Anyway, he was a very good man. And he's going to be sadly missed. Anyway.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Gear riding, how are you? Yeah, I know. He was only 64 or something. I know. Right on, Gear. Happy New Year, my brother. It's a shame, and it's more of a shame that I'm just finding it out now, and he's been dead a week. That pisses me off, but what are you going to do? Anywho.
Poor Frank.
What's the matter with Frank?
He's got wrench envy.
Frank, why? Frank has a wrench.
Doesn't look like it.
Frank, who took your wrench away from you? You were like the first, second, third guy I gave a fucking wrench to, Frankie, and you know what you were. Give him a wrench.
Can't
well, you
do
can't.
that.
I have to.
I don't have the power. I told him earlier, all I can do is time out.
Everybody keeps coming in with these wrenches. I don't think we're a bunch of fucking tools. Just saying. I am friends with Dish on Facebook, but here's and I get that she posted it. Here's the thing, Youpa Digger, how are you? Here's the thing, Happy New Year, Yoop. What was I just saying? Oh, Facebook. Here's the thing with Facebook, okay? I don't see every single solitary post that people post. Don't ask me why. I have to go search. I have to go search for my mother's. My mother's like, oh, I posted this thing with OBO. I go, I didn't see it. Didn't come across my feed. Yeah, we know you're a tool. Frankie, type something in the thing so I have to go scroll back. I'll get you a fucking wrench, all right? You get off my back. It's fucking city guys. They all want a fucking wrench instead of a gun. You know? I can't give out another wrench. Look at that. Oh, yes, I can. All right. There's your fucking wrench. I did not. I don't, G-Trap. I have no idea how he died. I can only surmise. If you knew Driver, you knew that his breathing wasn't all that well, and you knew that he's like me. He smokes about fucking whatever. You know, we drove. Two of the worst things we drivers we do is that, you know, we drink coffee and we smoke cigarettes like they're fucking candy. Anywho, I don't. And Gear, if you just checking out Gear, Gear said he searched for hours for the obituary notice and he couldn't find one. I don't, and that's probably why Dish isn't here, and that's okay too. Dish love Driver. I wish I knew, and I wish. Well, I wish a lot of things. I don't want to get into it because I'll have to take myself off camera. But I just wish Things were different. I wish I did things differently. I don't know. But when I find out, I'll let you know. G-Trapper.
Prepping said something about he heard he got sick from work.
It's a grand possibility.
Ooh, Mike, you're back on the hard stuff. Damn.
Yeah, it hasn't been a very good, pleasant week.
Well, this news just tops it right off, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I don't have fucking any, fuck. I can't do it. I can't do a shot for him. I'd love to. Can somebody do me a huge favor with the drinks? Thanks, Lisa. Can somebody that drinks do me an absolute huge fucking favor? Not that I push drinking on any human being whatsoever. Can someone please just off chat and stuff? Driver and I used to talk, and I used to tell him about my old stomping ground days, and we'd have fun reminiscing. And he asked me, he said, we were talking one day, and I told him, I said, I walked in a bar one day down in my, down in Columbus, local bar, and local place, and knew everybody. And I told the bartender I wanted a shot. I didn't know what kind of shot I wanted. I said, so the bartender gave me a shot of Old Granddad. And as soon as I said Old Granddad, driver fucking started laughing his ass off. He said, how'd you like that? I said, driver went down nice and smooth. If anybody has any good Old Granddad, would you do me an absolute big favor and take a shot of Old Granddad for me and tell driver it was for me, please.
Right.
That'd be cool if you could do that for me.
Everybody's having a rough couple of weeks and months. Holy smokes.
Fucking unbelievable.
It must be the start in the winter or something.
Usually this time of the year I'm happy and I'm looking forward to things around, and Jesus, you're right, Steve. The end of this fucking year has just sucked. Look, I get that people move on from YouTube, and I get that people, I get that we what's the word I'm looking for? We don't keep in touch, I guess. And I get that people's lives change and all that, but holy shit. I mean, it's amazing the crap that's been going on the last fucking 2 months, 3 months. It's like, it just sucks. 2019 has to be better. You know why? Because it can't get any fucking worse. Just saying. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oops, sorry, folks. I didn't mean to get you dizzy. He was a great man. And for those of you that didn't know him, I don't even know if she has him still up, but actually, you don't even have to do that. You can go on mine because he's been on the Quagmire a bazillion times. If you go to my old fucking chats, you'll see Driver on there. He was an absolute cool dude. Absolute cool dude. Sandy, what did I say? Oh, we can't get any worse. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, sweetie. I didn't jinx it. Let me rephrase. It can't get any worse for me, Sandy. How's that sound? It's so bad, Steve. I got 2 bottles going.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You're going to be wasted in a half hour.
I won't sleep tonight. I won't sleep tonight anyway now. We are at that age, losing loved ones. Want to honor before the loss. Tell loved ones you love them. Very true, Frankie. Very true, Frankie. We are at that age, and you know what's funny, Frankie, that you say that is that when I was younger, I used to remember my father saying, "Oh, this guy died. I went to high school with him. This guy died. I went to high school with him. This guy died." And you know what? No, I'm saying this guy died. I went to high school with him. This guy died. I went to high school with him. This guy died. I went to high school with him.
All right.
Joe's Neon, how the hell are you? I miss you too. Hope things are well. Happy New Year to you.
I ran across his name today on some new channel I was looking at. And there's Joe's Neon.
Joe's Neon. Joe's been around for eons.
Yep.
Real good channel.
I think it was a trapping channel or something. The new one I found.
Oh, you probably went on what's his name's channel? The Homesteader channel.
No, it was a new guy. Because even Joe said something about being a new subscriber, I think.
All right.
I love doing that, going way out in YouTube land and finding names I know. That's fun. Yep. In the comments.
It is.
Stuff.
It is.
I've been catching. Holy shit! I just dropped his name.
Jeez, I wonder if Bird Dog knows.
Dark Matter. I've been catching Dark Matter on lathe videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always leave him a message like, "Well, look who we found here."
That's cool. That's cool. I shop in the Gonzo, by the way.
Woo woo.
I don't know why. And apparently I chipped the fucker too at some point. I don't know how the fuck I did that. Probably when I dropped it. Fucker. Cocksucker. Looks like I'll be sending what's his name another knife. Very, very slight one right there, Stevie. See it?
What is that? A little hunk of rust?
No, right here, kid.
Oh, a little nick?
A little tiny little fucking nick.
Yeah. It just works like a tooth, helps you cut quicker.
Right. It's not even like it would bother. It's in the middle, so I mean, like, you know. Hello, Guns Girl. Hey, Big Dog of the Leather Kind, you coming in here, my friend? No, happy New Year, by the way. You waiting for the little guy? What's happening?
Mike, I wrote in the inside.
Merry belated Christmas, Guns Girl. Don't be talking to her.
We gonna start this again?
Yeah, he talks to Guns Girl without asking my permission first. I don't like that. He doesn't show any respect. You would think a guy that lives in a guy that lives in Jersey that knows, you know, I'm gonna say one part of Jersey and he's gonna fucking smile and laugh his ass off that he knows where respect comes from. Bensonhurst.
You also gotta watch him girls. She's over there winking at him.
Hey, you. But he knows. If asking me if his base was closer, I'd be using the wood shop. No clue. I'm south of Jersey, outside Philly. I thought you were still in Jersey, though. You don't. He's fucked
Hey,
up.
just looking out for my guy, man. Tattletale. Like Mike can't read.
Well, usually I'm not out in the thing. I am. The southern half of the state. Okay, Bensonhurst.
Hey, I don't want to jinx nothing, but you're clear as a bell tonight, Mike. YouTube must have got done fixing whatever they were freaking fixing.
I don't know what the heck's going on. I wanted to kill them. It seems like once every 6 weeks or something, I have an issue.
Yep.
That's North Jersey. Okay. So Bensonhurst. So you're obviously not Italian then, prepping.
Damn it.
Do I have to tell him everything? Do I have to? Yeah, you're probably right. But anyway, again, I'm sorry that you're from New Jersey. Oh, by the way, I'd like to thank your. I know we need some ice show. We want to go fishing.
Yeah, we don't have any here either. The lakes had skim ice this morning, and it was all broke up and blowed away by this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been too warm. The warm air came in, and the summer wind came blowing in and got rid of all my ice. There was a bunch of guys ice fishing 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. On about 3 inches of ice.
Oh, yeah, the guys with the cell phones in the truck. Yeah, I like ice fishing, but not that much.
Yeah, when you go through, you'll find out. There's the reason why I don't ice fish on rivers. And I will never will. And yes, you can ice fish on a river for those who say, oh, what, you can ice fish on a river? Yes, you can.
That's right there, though.
But it's scary, 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 scary.
Imagine going through that ice and getting caught in the current.
Well, that's the one reason why I don't fish on a river. I've gone through in the lake. I only went up to about here. But guess what? The fucking water's cold.
Yeah, it is. And then it's cold getting out.
Guns Girl said the ice at work is gone.
Yeah, we got a big old pond there. That thaws a lot, though, because it has a pretty good moving stream and city water coming into it all the time.
Yeah, that's a warm water coming through. Yeah. But now it has to get colder again, but I don't want to get cold too fast because, well, the lake's already turned. I know you guys are going to laugh at me, but you guys realize that the water does turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it got cold. Remember, it got cold, and I got colder, and I got colder, which is fine. That's how I like it. You don't want to go from fucking 70 degrees to fucking 20.
Right.
So hopefully it'll start getting cooler and cooler again, and then I'd like to see like the Arctic blast come in and just have it not have the temperature not go above like 20 for about a week.
Right.
Then I can fish all winter long.
Read what Fuzzfork said. It's pretty funny.
Fuzzfork, where are you, buddy?
Starts with Walmart.
By the way, Fuzzfork, Happy New Year, my friend. Walmart was closed on Christmas Day, so that it's 2 cashiers could spend time with the family.
Bam.
He's right, though, right?
4,300 people in there shopping and 2 cashiers.
It's fucking unbelievable. We met the old days when all the fucking stores were open on Sunday.
Right.
Everybody wants to know what happened on Sunday afternoon dinner. You want to know what happened to Sunday afternoon dinner? They opened the fucking stores.
And they gave everybody what they wanted.
You know, you open the fucking stores, and that was it. What I just do? Am I still there, Steve?
Yeah. When I was down south, they still had the blue law.
Yeah.
They had hardware stores open on Sunday, but they had like the tools and stuff were roped off. You could buy like pots and pans and food and shit, but you couldn't buy tools and work stuff. It was really weird.
Yeah, well, the town I grew up in was the closest. So when they had the package, we call them package stores up here, okay, package stores. When the packies were open on Sundays, when they started that blue law started here, they said it had to be X amount of miles north of Boston. And my hometown was the first fucking town north of Boston you can buy booze. So what do you think my town looked like on a Sunday?
A little crowded. A bunch of drunks in the park.
You know, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I don't frequent the Walmart. I don't like the way they operate, and I don't have one close to me.
I have two of them close to me. I have one in tax-free New Hampshire, and I got one here in Massachusetts of Massachusetts. I go. It all depends what I want. All depends if Tractor Supply don't have it.
Yeah, true that.
I'm really not much of a boycotter. You know. Because if it's something that's or if it's something I really need, I'm gonna get it. You know.
Right.
I mean, the only way to be a boycotter is like Hillary opened up a fucking chain store. You know, then I wouldn't go. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm not giving her my money.
I remember when Walmart first opened, it was like the mecca of all meccas.
Yeah.
And then it just totally went downhill like Kmart.
Because they never took care of their employees.
Yeah. Well, they started getting cheaper shit in there too.
Right.
That's our Kmart, my Kmart, which has been junk for years. I mean, you walk in there, they got 2 fishing poles.
Yeah, Kmart's horrible now. Well, they're pretty much out of business anyway.
Yeah. Well, they're closing it.
Yeah. What's the Harbor Freight is up here now, I guess. There's one in Manchester, New Hampshire. What's the other one that? Oh, well, of course, Tractor Supply. I like Tractor Supply. Bunch of reasons. Because if I wanted chickens, I can go in there, get my chicken feed. If I had hogs, I can go get hog feed. If I had, whatever, they have everything right there. They sell chainsaws. You guys go there. You don't have to tell you what they have, what they don't have. But I like Tractor Supply. And one of these days, before I walked to that fucking door, I'm gonna buy that fucking side-by-side sitting out there.
Yeah, right. Dream on.
Fucking $8,000.
I like them big ass log splitters they get sitting out front. Like, oh boy.
You know what I don't like about the log splitters, dude? They kill my back. You got to bend way over.
Well, they got them now that stand up. You can have them laying down. You got to bend over and pick it up, or they tilt straight up, so you just slide the log under it and it comes down. Those are the nice ones. You just kind of shuffle it over there and let it do its business.
Because we have a little one. I have to put up on the thing, and I have to sit in a chair and do it. I just can't bend. It's too small. It's too,
right.
But we have a little one, but it does the job. You were just at Tractor Supply tonight and looking for Clint. And what did you get me there prepping? Because I didn't get my Christmas present from you just yet.
That's where Shalisa got those cool knives she likes. The big giant ones with the wood handle.
That's where I bought what's the name's fucking knife. Big dog of the leather kind. That's where I bought his knife, was Tractor Supply.
Nice, Fuzz. How'd it work? Bought one of their big old 35-ton log splitters.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nice. They got Husqvarnas in there too, and they're short money from other places that I priced them out at. I don't know how they do that. I really don't. I'm sorry, I just missed what he wrote. HRM said, I like Sears and Kmart. Maybe they'll get a bid from Chinatown capitalists.
He says Kmart's like a Michigander.
Yeah. You heard tonight somebody bought Sears? Are you going to leave it at Sears? Jesus, I hope so. I got a JC Higgins fucking gun. I think I'm going to bring it back to Sears and say, hey, it broke. Give me a new one. Remember the Craftsman fucking tools you get at Sears?
Yep.
Never forget that as long as I live. My grandfather breaking a fucking hammer. That thing looked older than loading in the fucking hills. That's all right. I bought it at Sears. Well, so come on, let's go.
Yep.
Go over the mall, walk through the fucking door with the hammer. He says, yeah, I bought this hammer. I says, sir, go pick one out. I'm like, wait, what? I was like 13, right? I'm like, what? Sir, go pick one out. My old man had a wrench set, regular, and I don't know, it wasn't plugs. He was doing something to one of the cars. And the thing broke. It was winter, so, it was probably brittle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thing snapped. I don't know. A day later or something. My grandfather says to my father, hey, Mike, I went to Sears and I got you another one. I'm like...
I've seen guys bend those wrenches with a torch to get into a certain spot and whack on them with a hammer and end up breaking them and take them back, and they still give them a new one.
I'm like, now that I'm like old, I said, no wonder they're in business.
Right. Well, there was a big scam. I watch these people, they go around to these flea markets and buy them old rusty buckets of tools and pick all the Sears tools out, then take those to Sears and get new ones for them.
What a country. It's a shame because it's good that you did that for your customers. Don't misunderstand me. You stood behind. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Kmart sucked one in the 80s. They weren't like Bradley's. They didn't have like good pretzels. That's how I usually like a store. If you have good pretzels, if your snack bar has good pretzels, I like you. Target's getting there. I'm telling you, they got good pretzels. Target's got good pretzels. Except Target and Walmart. You know what they need to do? Although Walmart's getting better. Target needs a bigger camping / outdoor section.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether it be hiking, whether it be, canoeing, kayaking, whatever, fishing, hunting, whatever it is, they need more recreation. Walmart's actually not that bad. And by the way, why can't I find a 0-degree fucking sleeping bag at Walmart?
Probably because we don't need them here that often.
What do I have to buy one online?
I had to buy mine. I caught mine on sale at Cabela's for $80. I got a hell of a deal on it.
Not bad, $80 for a 0 bag. I gotta get one. So I figure 0 bag is probably good to to plus 15.
20 degrees outside. I got that thing all unzipped and my leg hanging out. It's so warm.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So it's probably good right up to about plus 15, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've slept in it in 60 degrees and was fine as long as I kept it unzipped and a foot hanging out.
That's right, weapons, bubblegum machines, and horse rides. Remember, you put the quarter in and they get the fucking horse outside, and then you walk through the thing, and you know what I hated? HRM, it's probably why I have no teeth. The fucking gumballs are this big.
Right?
You're walking out the door, you got your fucking cheeks out here, and you're trying to chew on it, and you're like, Frank, what are you talking about? Fuck Walmart. You don't even have one anywhere near you. They won't let a Walmart in your neighborhood. Come on now.
You know, my Meyer has one of those little horsey rides, and it's still a penny.
Fuzz Seafork says, have you guys ever noticed no new gun laws with government shutdown?
Yeah, I'm hoping the Supreme Court throws it out. Because the people that made that law aren't supposed to make laws.
Yeah, exactly.
What I was told.
Apparently, a lot of people are pissed off at Trump for the bump stocks.
Well, I'm trying to talk to those people, and you could be pissed off at what he did. Don't be pissed off at him, because he's done more for this country than a lot of people before him.
He was going to back it. He was going to back the people, and he didn't. He bowed out instead. So I think that's why they're mad at him. And if that's the case, they have a right to be mad at him. So in other words, he just did what every other president does and says he's going to do something and doesn't do it.
Well, he also might have did it knowing the Supreme Court would turn it over, and then what did he get by kissing a little ass? He might have got something away from the Democrats, is the way I looked at it.
Yeah.
But you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
No, but I will tell you, I will critique him for a second. Now that we're on him for a minute. Hey, you got half your government shutdown. Okay. We all know you want the quote unquote wall, fence, whatever the fuck you people want to call it whatever you want to call it. Okay.
What do you mean, you people?
Pardon?
What do you mean, you people?
You people. It wasn't a good day to say, I'm going to build it anyway. Choose, and I shouldn't have to be telling this to a billionaire.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Actually, I should, because usually billionaires, obviously they're billionaires because they're smart, right? But they have zero street smarts. They have zero common sense.
And not really people skills.
Right. When you're book smart, you have zero common sense. It's just the way life is. If you are totally book smart, you have zero common sense. I'm sorry. It's just the way life is. He's got to learn how to pick his battles.
Right.
He's got to learn how to pick his battles. I don't care how he fights his battles. He has to learn how to pick them. You know what I mean? And he's not picking very good battles right now. He's looking kind of dumb. And if he wants to serve another 4 years, he better start not looking so dumb. Johnny Mastrodam's done. How are you, sir? I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear that I'm a closet liberal. I'll give you a closet liberal, you fuck. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that Alabama lost.
Joe's Neon just said something real important. Cabela's old bag is fine if you are naked and a thin underlayer, and you are good to 15 below.
15 below. Okay.
I've been trying to tell people that for years. When you get in your tent and in your sleeping bag, strip down, put your clothes in the foot of your sleeping bag, and you will stay warmer than if you kept all your clothes on.
Well, I don't plan on sleeping.
It boggles people's brain.
But here's one thing I'm going to do, and not because he's here, but he told me this about 3 years ago, Johnny the Master at Arms done, because I was asking about sleep systems, and because he knew then that I've been wanting to go fucking winter camping or hot hunting, as it were, for forever and a week. And he said, I don't need some military sleep system. I don't need all that fucking happy bullshit. He said, get a 0-degree bag, and I'm like, I think I have a 30-degree bag. He said, put the 0 inside the 30, you'll be fine. Or you can probably put a 30 inside of a 40 or a 50 and be fine to boot. So, the only thing I don't like about my Coleman sleeping bag is that it's fucking double wide.
See, that's what I do like. I like a little elbow room in there.
Yeah, but the problem is just fucking packing it with him. I can't.
Right.
It ain't going back in the same fucking bag it came in, number one. I don't give a that's fuck what you say. It's a machine fucking compressed that fucking not a human being.
Right.
You know?
There you go, Shalisa.
Yeah, as long as Guns Girl's doing it too.
But I know on my 0 bag, and they even told you in the directions, you're supposed to take it out of the bag a couple days before you use it and shake it out and let it fluff up to get the full value of the insulation.
Right. Yeah, no, Joe, I'm with you, Joe. He's picking his battles. He just has to know when to, is what I'm saying. You know?
He must drive a speechwriter crazy.
No shit, right?
No, goddammit, I didn't tell you to say that. Guy's eating Valium and shots.
You're fired. I used to trust Trump, supported him until I realized I had battered women syndrome, was making excuses for him. Huh. Fucking fuzzy. Spoken like a true Massachusetts guy.
He comes up with some shit.
Right on, Guns Girl. I'll be over in a minute.
And that's exactly what makes you cold, because of the restriction of the clothes.
Unless you're sitting baggy clothes like I do. I see my fucking sweatpants or whatever.
A light pair of
hey now, Fuzz T.
Johns.
Fuzz, I yell at prepping. Those better not be what I think they are. Prepping. And fuck, take his wrench away. He's all done. Fuck him. He's all done. I'll put him right the fuck back in timeout. I am putting prepping right back in timeout. He's all done. Say goodnight. There goes your wrench, you cocksucker.
Mitch Max, I don't think he's a bad president. I just don't think he's very presidential.
Yeah, well, and what's the meaning of that? I mean, holy shit, we had a president getting a blowjob, for Christ's sake. So,
right.
I mean, we had another one fucking, Nixon with Watergate. They all had their friggin', what do you call it? So, that's why I don't fucking listen to these fucking people. Oh, well, he's this, really? Well, you're the other, look what Kennedy did. Well, yeah, but, so, you know what that proves? They're all human.
Yep.
They're all human. Whether you like them, whether you don't like them, is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. They're all human. Period. And by the way, Todd, he needs to be a businessman, because if they're running the country like a business, you might as well fucking treat it like a business.
Right. But I got to tell you, though, his loose lips, it's not real good. But that's one of the big reasons I like him. He cracks the hell up.
Yeah, he speaks what's on his mind. In a roundabout way.
Sort of, kind of
small roundabout way. You know what's on his mind, and in a certain about way, I'm the same way. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how to sugarcoat shit.
Yeah, I know what's on his mind. He's his beautiful wife.
You know what I mean? So I don't know how to sugarcoat anything. you know. Take, for instance, my buddy here. Since I took away his wrench, he hasn't said nothing. Because it won't let you, Todd. I'm the only one that can put links in. I think, or Stevie actually can, actually. Some are more human than others. Cop, Clinton. No, yeah, you're right, Frankie. Where did Preppin go? Preppin, you really mad at me? I took your wrench away? Come on back here, Preppin's trying to hit you over the head with it. Oh, he's probably texting. Oh, don't even let me tell you. Anyway, you're lucky, Preppin. Fucking Philadelphia people. What am I going to do with Philadelphia people, Stevie?
I don't know.
It's like talking to Michigan, just for Christ's sakes.
Hey, now.
The fuck. You gotta be East Coast people. East Coast, Northeast. Yeah, they're all puppets, though. Every one of them. Congress tells you when to shit, when to piss, and when to get off the pot.
Right.
And for all you bleeding out liberals out there, which is fine. Be what you want to be. Can you put that link in there for him? For
what?
Todd?
What link?
Scroll back. He put a link in from YouTube. Hey, Mikey, what? What guns, girl? Hello, Flan. Happy New Year. Fucking Bruins lost last night, Flan, 5-2. Well, I call it 4-2 because I don't count empty netters. And no, don't worry, I don't count them when they score them either. When the Bruins score them. Yeah, they weren't even fucking. They played like shit. Guns girl, I said, hey, you said, hey, Mikey. I said, hey, what?
I put the link in, but it ain't lighting up, so.
All right, let me try it then.
You be having to do it. If you can catch it.
Capital MITCHMAS.com. Did it work for me?
Don't look like it.
Nope, it didn't. I don't know, brother. Anthony Napolino. I haven't really heard much about him or read up into him. You want to fuzz? Do you want to enlighten me on that person's name?
Mike, that worked on the internal. Try copy and paste it from the internal and put it on the external.
Mikey, what are people from Mass called? Michigan sounds like silly if you ask me. Michigan is from people from Michigan. I've been calling them Michiganders for forever and a week. People from Mass, we're called Mass holes because we suck. Thank you, Geargrad.
Well, that one don't light up either.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, it did, because click on it. You can click on it still, because I just did it, and it went right to a site.
Yep. Now I got to get off.
Click on that link. Yeah, Napolito, Frank. Who is he? Napolitano. Sounds Irish. Sounds Irish.
Okay, I'm back. God damn it.
Guns girl, what? There's another young lady. She says, Mikey. I'm like, what? And she still hasn't answered me.
That's a Facebook trick. I hate when they do this.
I hate that. Mass does suck. Trust me. They do. But you know what? Mass is beautiful. If you like U.S. history, Google says you are this, Mikey. Base status. Yes, we are base. Yes, we are base status. But people from outside Massachusetts call us massholes because we don't drive like everybody else. And yes, she did. Oh, look at this prepping sticking out for us. Shocker. What did she say? I can't go prep. Yeah, just like tell me what the hell she said. The comment about what? About Michiganders. Oh, okay. Guns Girls, does this mean you're gonna hit me or beat me up when you see me if I keep making fun of Michiganders?
You dreaming again?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I'll make fun of Michigan all the time if I'm going to get hit by her. You know? Yeah, we're base status. Oh, I can't read. It's kind of like a fucking Bama fan can't read, right? Roll Tide. South, a guy from the South is going to make fun of me. Are you fucking kidding me, Johnny? Throw punch my ass. The only real states to make fun of is California, New York, and Mass. Hey, Bush brother, what's up? Wait a minute. Why California, New York, and Mass? How about making shitting all over New Jersey? They suck. You read touchdowns real well? Good, because you ain't going to be reading too many touchdowns on Monday, bro. They're going to lose. So what was I saying? Stevie, you're supposed to tell me I'm getting old.
You mean you're getting old? Look who you're talking to.
Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted to say. If you love U.S. history, what other place to start than Massachusetts, right? I mean, Massachusetts obviously being, you know, where it all started.
Big Dog.
Evening.
What's up? It's really cool though. I often tell people I love the state for what it has to offer, meaning, pay scales for this side of Massachusetts that I live on. Frankie will tell you, our pay scales are beautiful in this state, especially the east side of the state. Beautiful scenery, the whole nine. If you like the mountains, the whole nine. We got a small part of the AT runs through Massachusetts, and it's just the politics absolutely suck. Pretty much, that's it.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. What's happening, Big Dog?
Nothing, man. I was working on a drawing. That's why I wasn't in right away.
Is that all liquor behind you on that cart?
Yeah.
Damn. Well stocked.
Johnny, he died November 24th. Johnny?
That long ago?
He couldn't have. I texted him on November. He might have died November 24th. I texted him on November 24th and October something. Probably why he didn't call me back to me.
He says yes. Wow.
Wow, Johnny. Johnny, how come? Johnny, I wish you texted me, bro. Somebody. Because I'll show it to you right here, Johnny. Well, I don't want to give you out his phone number. I mean, you already have his phone number, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give other people a phone number. But I swear to God, I'll show it to you. I tested him on the 20th. How fucking scary is that? I tested him on the day he died.
Wow.
Let me make sure I'm right before I don't have to sidetrack, because I hate really having to apologize for being wrong. Saturday, November 24th, 2018.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Must have bopped in your head for a reason.
Yeah, no, it just, like I said, we texted back and forth, and we have been for a long time. You know, a couple of 3 times a month or so, you know. I just wish I knew back then when he died. He died November 24th. It's more than 5 weeks away. He was cremated. That's no doubt there.
So you get warm weather down there today, Big Dog?
Yeah, man, it was damn near 60.
Right here too.
It's like, what is going on in freaking end of December and it's 60? That's what's February going to be like. That's what's scaring me.
The planet has a fever.
In like a lamb, out like a lion.
You know what's weird? You guys are gonna laugh at me, but it's okay. Now that Johnny Dunn's here, he's gonna fucking tell me. See, I told you he was liberal. So I'm watching this thing on the Discovery Channel. Actually, excuse me, Nat Geo. National Geographic Channel. And these guys took these cameras, and they spent a lot of money for these cameras. Anyways, they left them there over the course of the winters and stuff like that. And that's so there's 2 parts of this whole thing, right? So it's like watching a movie. You got the sub fucking plot, and then you got the right. So the other guys were staking. I forgot the name of the fucking glacier, but they've been doing this for fucking 20 years, right? Do you know how far back their first stake was when they first did it? That now has 0 ice on it?
How?
About 100 yards.
That's tripped out. I like when they do those time lapse. You can see it coming and going and then coming back. And
yeah. So, they're losing their... Now, I'm not getting into global warming and all that bullshit. You know what I think it is? I think it's the weather. And a couple of weather guys have said the reason that Alaska's getting more fires is because the way some jet stream, some whatever, is hitting Alaska and then coming down and hitting the rest of the continental United States. Okay? And that's the reason why people are getting a lot of rain and everything else. But they were saying how all the dry air is coming right through Alaska and going through. I thought it was very interesting, though. Here's something you don't really think about, right? So, as these glaciers melt, where's the water go?
Eventually into the ocean.
Right. And what does that do?
Evaporates into the sky.
No. Raises sea level.
Raises sea level. What else does it do to the rivers around Alaska that rivers are fed through from the glaciers? It warms the water. What does it do to the fish?
It's going to screw with the ecosystem. It's going to screw with migrations and all that.
It's fucking right now with the salmon.
Because of too much water?
The salmon need the temperature of the water to be a certain fucking degree. They can't have it too warm.
Gotcha.
That's why you don't see salmon in fucking Alaska and fucking when's their hot month? July, June. When people go salmon fishing in Alaska, you'll see them in Alaska in what? May, June, or fall, right? I just thought it was pretty interesting. But it's fucking with the ecosystem. So, what's going on? Mr. Tom Ritter joins us. Happy New Year, my friend. Now you see, Flan, I don't know if it's all that, right? But I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I think the Jets are too HRM. There's something going on, and it's just weird. Think about it, on a small scale. So raise your hand if you hunt. Hi. Okay. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you remember when you were a kid. When do you think acorns would fall off of a tree? Late September. October. Right?
Yeah.
Why are acorns falling off a tree in the fucking second week of August?
Yeah.
Third week of August.
They're freaking out.
Now people think I'm a fucking idiot for saying this, but I'm not. Okay? It all has, big dog of the leather kind already hit the nail on the head. It's fucking with the ecosystem. The weather is fucking with the ecosystem, which fucks with the wildlife, which fucks with the fish. Okay? Which fucks with us.
It's gonna be scary when them bears start not hibernating and
fucking we joke, but that's gonna happen.
Chewing on a stick that has paint on the end of it. What the fuck?
Oh, just as long as it ain't lead.
No, it's acrylic.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's just me. Anyway, I saw the special. If you guys want to look it up, it is pretty cool. It does not get political. It does not get into the Senate and all that bullshit. It just teaches you what's happening in nature. That's all it does.
Well, it's a repeating thing in nature. It happens every hundreds or thousands of years,
and it fixes itself.
And then we'll go into. I remember in the 70s they were calling it a mini ice age.
Well, we had an ice age. Remember? Well, I wasn't here for it. Were you? You're old enough to remember it. And now we don't have an ice age. What's the world been doing since the ice age, right? It's been the Earth's been warming up again, right?
Yep.
So I'm with Stevie. I think it's a cycle. However, Steve, we just haven't seen this end of the cycle before in our life. So we don't know what the other side holds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know as well as I do, being an outdoorsman, that Alaska doesn't fuck around with nobody. They will shut down the fucking fishery for fucking salmon in New York second if they think it's going to fucking kill them. You know what I mean? That's one thing about people in Alaska. They don't fucking wait for nothing. They just do shit.
Well, they know what's right and they know what's right.
Yeah.
Well, and they don't have a choice. So much of their lifestyle depends on that. I mean,
exactly.
Their actual sustainability. I mean, the ability to feed their family,
Yeah.
Um, well, let's look at it this way. If we modify the weather, we get no crops, no food, and no food for the animals. Full dependence on the government. It's a cycle, but it's way too early for the new. Yeah, Tom, no, you're right, but it's gig, right?
Right.
Soon enough, the super volcano is going to erupt and many earthquakes will happen from that end, isn't it?
Yep. Then we won't have to worry about nothing.
See, now, that I don't believe in, okay?
After St. Helen erupted, I believe in anything.
I do too, but once St. Helens erupted in 1981, correct?
Yep. Man,
Okay.
it seems like a long time ago. Ooh-wee.
It was 38 years
I
ago,
was
Stevie.
born.
Stevie was 38 fucking years ago.
Wow.
Okay. Well, we're going into the 38th. This will be the 38th year this year, 2019.
Man, did that blink past? Holy shit, I'm old.
But I don't know. I 81 was way before I was born, Gia said.
So did Big Dog. That's just pitiful.
No, I was born in 81. I was born in August of 81.
Tom.
Yeah, Stevie was just middle aged then.
Years ago?
38.
Wow. I was not that young when that erupted.
Yes, you were, Steve. I was 14. Holy shit, I guess you are old, Flan.
Oh, I do too. I do too, Flan. I will never forget that day. I was a little bitty kid.
I was 4 years old when he got killed. No,
Yep.
actually, I'm sorry. I lied. I wasn't 4 years old when he got killed. I was born 4 years after he got killed. He died in 63, right?
Yep.
Also, how the hell are you? Happy New Year.
I was 3
Hope you had
years
a great
old.
Christmas.
I remember that day like nobody's business. The TV, the black and white TV went black. Whoop! Kennedy.
Guns Girl, you weren't 5.
They turned that shit off. And I remember my mom crying and stuff. And I'm like, what's going on? I knew it was huge because they were showing the the parade and all that stuff. And all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. I'll never forget that.
You were 5 in 81, you mean, Guns Girl? Oh, in 81. I thought you meant in 63. I was like, you ain't that old.
That'd make her older than me. That'd be kind of funny.
Feeling good and happy. Happy New Year to you, Steve. It's great to see you. Also, it's great to see you.
Happy New Year to you, all sorts.
The ice is melting due to all the hot air coming from DC. Haha, right on.
Right.
But no, seriously, guys, think about it, right? So, my thing is that there's got to be a positive without a negative, right? So the positive is that at least there'll be a lot of water.
Yeah. Might get rid of California. Just saying.
And it's potable before it hits the ocean. You know, if you can grab it in Alaska before it hits the ocean, you can drink it. A little chilly, but nonetheless.
Gear grinding. Vegan farts are causing global warming. They tried to blame it on the cows. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I know, right? Blame it on a cow. I don't understand that. But yeah, so just you guys, if you flip through Nat Geo and you see it, give it a look.
What was it called?
I'm trying to remember. I could have sworn there's a video on it on YouTube. Climate something. Then these guys had cameras, and they had temperatures of like fucking negative 60 something, and the cameras are just disintegrating. You know, not disintegrating, but you know what I mean. It just blew up. You know, Then it had blizzards coming through, 100 and something mile an hour winds, just wiping them all out. And
wow, minus 60 with 100-mile-an-hour winds. Holy crap!
yeah, it was nasty. It was disgustingly cold. Negative 60's fucking got to be cold, right? I mean,
I know. I've never experienced the coldest it got here was a couple years ago. It got down to like minus 22.
yeah, that's about all.
Brand new car. It was like, nope. I went outside and it was like click, 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 click. I said, yep, I'm not going to work.
Ain't doing it. We used to get a couple weeks per winter in the negatives when I was a kid.
Yep. I remember
even when I was, but like minus 2, minus 5, maybe not like minus 22.
We used to have a week straight of like minus 10, minus 15.
But it also got cold early, Stevie, correct?
It got what?
Cold early.
I really don't think. I remember the old timers hoping they would have snow for opening day, November 15th of deer season, and a lot of times they didn't get it. It was just.
Yeah, but I remember, but I mean, even before that, like before November 15th, I remember.
Well, I remember frost in October, big time.
Yeah, and I remember it being fucking cold as fuck on Halloween.
Yeah. Of course, you were about that tall running around too, in a silk outfit.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to wear my sweater underneath. It looks stupid.
Being a Ninja Turtle, leave me alone.
Yeah. I said ninja. Yeah. But I remember ice on the lakes on my birthday, which still is April 27th. There was still a little bit of ice on the lakes.
It hasn't been like that in a long time.
But
yeah, here too, Tom. Everything's advancing. I think they should just change the calendar, adjust it accordingly, move it back a month. So October would be November, and it would make everything right.
The first thing they have to do is get rid of fucking daylight savings. Get rid of it.
Yep, that's what messed it all up.
Number one, get rid of that fucking thing.
It is. That's what. It's that extra hour of daylight that's making the Earth warmer.
Get rid of it. I just hate it. Just get rid of it. Okay.
Be a small amount of sarcasm in that statement.
Just a tad.
A large amount. There was a lady who actually wrote a letter to the government or called a news station. She goes, I hate daylight savings time because that extra hour of daylight is burning up my grass. It's like, are you kidding me? And she was serious.
There were plenty of people ice fishing this time last year.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. On good ice. 6 inches ice, better.
Oh, our lakes were like froze over right at the end of November usually, and a walkable, ice fishing ice.
I froze my ass off by this time last year on the dock at FedEx. I haven't been cold once.
No,
I wore my suit, but even with my suit, sometimes that wind comes in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, this is just a weird year. I'm afraid we're going to have snow in April. But we got hit pretty good with snow last year compared to what we have had before then.
Right on, HRM.
We got a decent amount of snow, but it wasn't very cold. Not like, was it 2 or 3 years ago was when we had the bitter cold winter.
Yeah. They had some kind of weird dip in the
vortex.
We had the Canadian, we call it, up here in the Northeast, we call it the Canadian
blast.
Yeah, fucking Canadian blast coming through.
Nor'easters.
Well, no, what it does is it comes in through Quebec in that, right? That whole area from we'll say from just east of the fucking, what's the last Great Lake before you hit? What's the last eastern Great Lake?
That's Superior?
I think so too. I think
That's
you're right.
north. Erie is east.
Yeah, but Stevie, if you're looking down on the map of the United States, right? You look at the map of the lakes. Which one is closest to the East Coast?
Huron.
Okay.
Huron and Erie.
So from like Huron to fucking New Brunswick, and all of a sudden the shit just pushes down.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's fucking negative fucking whatever for like a week.
Yeah.
I know with us, now I'm literally like less than a mile from the lake, and we're good until the lake freezes. And then once the lake freezes, it's like that warmer water keeps the cold front away.
Yep.
But then once that lake freezes, forget about it. Like, we're just going to get freaking annihilated. I mean, I work like 45 miles west of my house, and they could be like, "Oh, we've got 2 or 3 inches of snow here." I'm like, "Yeah, I got a foot."
Yeah.
That's right after that lake freezes.
That's why I think Michigan, a lot of the big storms have the edge knocked off them when they're blowing in from the west, I think because of the Great Lakes. If
it's not a super cold winter.
Slows them down. Yeah, I remember the year Lake Michigan froze all the way across. We got blasted.
Yep. You want to see what I was drawing?
Yeah. Looks like Driver. Go figure.
Oh, well, it's Odin.
That's cool.
So I average 46 inches of rain a year. The only reason I'm trying to figure this out is because Flan asked me a question. By the way, Flan was a couple of years ago, and I wish I had 6 feet of snow. It was a lot more than that. I want to say it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, Flan, or even better. We had 130 something inches of snow for the year. That's a lot of fucking snow. Considering we only average for the year 55 inches. Okay, which to me that number seems low because at least twice a year in a winter we get annihilated. We get like 220 something, 22, 23 inch storms. There's 46. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that his calendar's off. As a matter of fact, my wife and I were watching the weather the other night, and he said, "Oh, we're gonna have the first snow." I said, "First snow? You just had fucking. We had 6 inches of snow in fucking November." You know what I mean? So I don't know if their year goes from whatever. So in other words, I don't know if I don't think it's January 1 to December 31st. It's not. I don't believe it's a calendar. You know, that style of a calendar year. I think they do it from like, December 1st to November 30th. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Have a good night, Guns Girl. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Guns Girl.
Good night.
I forgot about Lake Ontario.
We were the snowiest. Boston was the snowiest. That year there, Boston had more snow than, Alaska. The year that they couldn't do the Iditarod. They had to move the Iditarod because they didn't have enough snow. But it felt as if it snowed like every fucking Monday and Tuesday. It would just snow.
Yeah, just in time for work.
And snow, and snow, and snow, and snow. I mean, it got to a point where it was just. I mean, the problem with that is that it costs people more money to get rid of it. It's not like you can just dump it in the ocean. You can't do that.
I remember that was the year that I had so much snow in my yard. I remember talking to my wife saying, if we get another bad storm, I'm literally going to have to call somebody to come with a freaking dump truck and a loader because I've got nowhere to push snow. Like it literally was 4 feet high, you know, and the piles were all, you know, in my front yard and everything. And then my neighbor even came over. He's got a big 1-ton truck. He came over and pushed all my piles back because I plow with a 4-wheeler. You know, it's not a hydraulic plow. You know what I mean? It's just a,
right.
You know, and I couldn't make real big piles, and it was getting rough. Like the back patio, we have a concrete pad, and we had like a path, you know, this wide shoveled. And it was to the point where the freaking door wouldn't open. I was out there with a spud bar chipping freaking frozen crap trying to get the porch cleaned off. Yeah, it was great.
Yep. No, it's amazing. It's hit and miss because like that year there sucked for ice fishing because you couldn't. You had a. It just sucked. You had to.
Yeah, that much snow will sink the ice.
And what happens is that not only does it sink it, but what's it do, Stevie? Right. So that much weight and everything on the ice brings the water up on top of the ice, which makes what?
Slush. Which is scary as fuck to walk on.
You're walking in 7 inches of slush, 6 inches of slush, right? And then there's ice underneath you.
You hope.
Well, don't they plow? Don't, like when they make them ice roads and stuff, don't they actually plow the snow off? Because they say that it doesn't. The thicker ice, they don't want a bunch of snow on it to actually form the thicker ice. No.
Yeah, you don't want snow to form thick. The thickest ice you're gonna get, you don't want snow because snow's an insulator, right? So it's not gonna. So if let's say your ice is 8 inches thick, right? But there's 12 inches, 13, 15 inches of snow on top of it. It's not gonna get to 10 inches thick.
Right, because it's insulating it from freezing. You see those guys, like they plow it, then they actually drill the holes and pull the pumps out and pump water over it.
Yep.
I can't remember what I was.
I mean, on your bigger leagues, you can get away with that, but around here, my way, they don't do. You know, I mean, I've seen guys take. I've seen guys like they'll have like a fishing areas, you know, on a particular lake that they fish. And they'll take their snow blower and they'll snow blow.
Yep.
But they'll leave their traps out too, you know, so nobody will fuck with them. So, but, you know, nobody will take the hole away from them, you know. Just to clear it, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. So, like, I got a funny feeling we're not going to get a lot of snow this year.
You better knock wood.
Do you think after Christmas we ain't had shit yet?
We had all our snow before Christmas.
Yeah.
That'd be okay with me.
But also, when we don't get our snow, we end up in a drought.
Yep.
Unless we have a super rainy spring. I need that foot of snow in my yard to fill the well when it starts melting.
Yeah. Here's the other thing, right? People laugh at me about this too, but it's true. And nobody can prove me wrong yet. When you have a dry winter, okay, pretty much dry winter, right? How bad are your bugs the next spring and summer?
Right. I expected them to be bad this year. I was surprised they were not.
When you have a decent winter, right, and water continuously flows, your bug problem's less. Okay. Possum cakes. Ugh. I've heard possum tastes like ass. Just saying. Guys, give me a second. I need another refreshment.
Okay, go ahead. That's funny, prepping. I'm having trouble with the heater in my Jeep. I bought a new thermostat today. I'm going to put that in, then I'm going to try flushing my heater core backwards with the garden hose or air hose and see if that helps. That's what the people on YouTube are doing. It doesn't look like it's leaking. Fuzzy had possum and yams for Christmas. Yeah, I bet.
I'd have to be pretty effing hungry to eat possum, I'm just saying.
If I had to eat wild critters to survive, possum and skunk would be in a tie for the two I'm totally starving to death before I can eat it.
Yeah, I think I'd eat the neighbor's cat first, personally.
In a heartbeat. Possums are just nasty. Anything that poops, pees, and has sex all out of the same hole, there's something wrong with it.
So you don't eat chicken?
Yes, I do eat chicken because it's
well. Put enough breading and fry it, right? You probably just, but I'd eat a friggin' flip flop if it was breaded and fried, probably.
You know, and you know what it is? If somebody else cooked it, I would probably eat it just fine. But if I have to clean it and cook it, possums gross me out. Same with raccoons are pretty nasty when you got to skin them. Right on. Prepping. What do you think of this idea? I seen a guy on YouTube. He blew out his heater core in reverse with the air hose, and then he filled it up with CLR and let it soak for a while and then rinsed it out. Do you think that CLR would help take some of that calcium and crap out of there?
See why it wouldn't. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, right? It's just, it's not corrosive either. I mean, I can't see it like actually eating anything.
Right. He blew it out and it was all foamy and funky looking, but he had heat instantly after he got done doing it. And he seemed like a, you know how on YouTube videos you can kind of tell if the guy's a crackpot right off the bat. Talking right. This guy seemed pretty legit.
How's that new lathe? Excuse me.
So far, pretty damn good. It doesn't really have enough ass for heavy stuff because it will wobble across the floor. So I think I'm going to have to bolt it down.
Get your Hilti gun out.
Right.
Actually, that you wouldn't want to use a Hilti. You'd probably use Tapcons and real, you know.
Yep. I'll probably start with just them. You ever seen the mushroom anchors?
Yep.
The lead thing with the mushroom cap and the nail in the center?
Yep.
I'll probably start with those. If they fail, I'll go with epoxy and bolts.
A lot different than the little one, though, eh?
Huh?
It's a lot different than your smaller one, though, eh?
It's like night and day. It's like shooting a 22 and then a 44 mag.
A little different.
Yeah, I got a big old hunk of oak on it right now. I was making a video today. I got to finish up probably tomorrow. Big old, thick, beefy chunk of oak, and it's doing just fine. I turned up the speed when it was out of round a little bit, and it started walking across the floor a little. Ooh, that's a good idea. 57 Red Rooster, what's happening? He said he used vinegar. That works in my coffee maker. Why wouldn't it work in that?
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Thank you. And it's cheaper than CLR. Or a brand new heater core is 18 bucks and 8 screws, 2 clamps. Dang hillbillies. Frank. I didn't know they were that cheap. I thought that was a big dollar item.
What's up?
Talking about a heater core for my Jeep.
Oh.
I'm not blowing very good heat. I got a new thermostat. That could be the problem. Or my heater core is getting kind of clogged up.
Well, your my wife's Hyundai blows cold air on her feet, but I got heat coming out of the vent. It's considered some, not a fuse, but something I got to change underneath.
There's some kind of there's an actuator in there that controls like, because it's almost like a flap. Think of like a flap on a carburetor, right?
Right.
When you actually turn your dial to say, do you want it on your feet or to the defrosters or whatever, that thing fails sometimes.
Right, and that's the thing I think I got to fix. And he said it's a small little part. You just plug it in or you put it in. I don't know how the fuck he worded it, but I ain't doing it. She gonna have cold feet. Fuck.
And I noticed my fan speedometer is no longer working. It's either low or high. There's no in-betweener.
What year is that?
93. I still got the old slide levers.
And how many clicks do you have on it?
93. You should be able to fix your own vehicle, though. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, I can. Pair of pliers and a hammer.
Yeah, the computers ain't in them.
Right?
Yep. I had a 93 F-150.
It's kind of funny. When I first started driving that thing, the first rainy day I drove it, man, I slid right through a fucking stop sign because no anti-lock brakes that I'm used to.
Right.
Locked them right up in a heartbeat. Zoom! I said, oh, yeah, I got to pump them like the old days.
Fuck that. That's overrated. Do what I did till I fixed my fuck. I finally did my brakes, by the way.
Oh, and I need brakes on my van, too.
I put the pads on my car. Well, technically, let me. I don't want to misspeak. Technically, my nephew put one side on because I haven't done it in like forever and a week, and so I watched him do one side and I did the other side. So it was cool, but I lucked out. All I needed was pads. I needed calipers, I needed rotors, all that happy bullshit. Just
Lucky
pads. And they got my brother's got the 4-jack. I mean, I had my 2-ton jack and all that, which is fine. But he's got the nice 4-jack and got the jack stands. He's got it all, you know. So I just took it over there. And I'm like, I need you for about, I said, now, what do you want to do? You want, now, all right, so you guys know I got the Hyundai accent. I go, let's make this because it was going to rain, right? And I'm like, let's see if we can do this quickly. And we'll jack up the car instead of doing one side and then putting the jack down, jacking up the other side, doing that, you know what I mean? I figured we'd just do it together, you know what I mean? No. Hyundai sucks dick because I couldn't get the 4-jack underneath my car I couldn't even get it to the axle, dude.
right.
Able to jack up my car with a 4-jack because everything's plastic. You know how they have those special spots you're only allowed to put a jack now underneath these fucking cars?
Yeah, the little notches.
It's fucking dumb. It's dumb. So now I send my kid, like when I'm doing my shit, I'll send my kid under my car, because I'll throw up anyways. I'll fucking get the bed spins in. I can't lay down flat underneath my car. Are you kidding me? So I'll send him under it. I say, put it under something metal. But Dad, knock. Just start knocking all over my car. He'll knock. And I'll give him a wrench or something, And I'll hear ding. I'm like, right there, put underneath that.
Ugh.
Yeah, fixing up junk. Cause I got a job for HRM. I need a fucking catalytic converter because my nephew, that same nephew that helped me with my pads, thought it'd be a good idea to Good idea to fucking disconnect the fucking catalytic converter in my vehicle before he gave it to me because he thought I'd get more power out of it. So now I don't have a catalytic converter in my vehicle. So I can never get a fucking sticker for it. And I ain't paying fucking $400, $500 for a catalytic converter and then have it put in, fuck that.
Buy a old one off eBay and spray paint it and just stick it in there.
I can't get under it. I have to have somebody do it. I can't, Stevie, I can't lay flat.
Right.
That's why I keep telling people, if I ever hit the fucking, if I ever hit like the fucking lottery or something, I'm building a fucking barn and putting a lift in it. No, I am. I'm gonna put a lift in it. That way I can change my oil and do anything I want to do. It's not like I'm not a gear guy. I'm not, I'm not a gearhead. I'm not, I can do certain things if I had, I can put a muffle system in. I can do, the light shit. I can do all that bullshit. Okay.
Happy New Year, Fuzz. Have a great night, man.
Fuzz, have a good New Year, huh? Good seeing you. I can do all that shit, but I can't do it laying down on a creeper or laying down flat. I can't lay down.
Right.
I just got the fucking reaching for a Pepsi, Stevie, because they're on the bottom shelf.
Well, that and it's a Pepsi. If you switch to Coke, you won't have that problem.
No, but I got the vertigo thing.
Right. See, that's what used to get me bending over and kind of looking up.
Yep.
Wow. But it slowly went away. But there's a medicine you can take. I guess it helps speeds up the process. But they said on average it takes like a year to get rid of it.
Oof.
If it's that ear problem I was talking about.
Yep.
You could just be crazy. Blame it on FedEx.
Well, yeah. It's probably the fucking fumes of my fucking vehicle.
Come to think of it.
Told me I'm going to buy a fucking parakeet. She goes, why? I was going to put it in my fucking car. She goes, yeah, for what? That way there, I know if it dies, I'm sucking up fucking carbon monoxide. I'm going to die too.
Right.
She goes, what is wrong with you? You're going to kill a parakeet just for that? It's a parakeet. It's a bird. It's a fucking...
She obviously don't know the story about the coal miners.
Probably not. Probably not. Good night, Sandy. Happy New Year, sweetheart. Great to see you again.
Have a great New Year. Upward and onward.
Stop drinking that poison, Mikey. Not sorry for the caps. Okay, I'll make a deal with you, Frankie. I'll stop drinking this poison. You gotta do a shot of old granddad for me. For driver of all. Do you have old granddad at your house?
You should have said something to Johnny. Doesn't he partake occasionally?
Beers, I think. I think Johnny's just a beer drinker.
Get a hold of Ebomi. He'll do it. he's looking for any excuse to knock back a shot.
Speaking of Ebomi, did you send Johnny Solo one?
No, I did not.
Send Johnny one, will you?
He was a little bit on the far side of so it's a shooting match, but I will.
When isn't Johnny on the far side of a I think I met Johnny when he was on the far side of the
What am I doing? Oh yeah, Facebook.
I don't know what you're doing.
Have any one of you fellas went and seen that awesome video that Ebomi put out about my rifle that I bought off of him?
That ain't the one with the hot looking chick on the front of it, is it?
He's got two videos. One just he actually took the risk on his channel and built my rifle on YouTube. That was pretty awesome. And then he put up another one of some really cool accoutrements for my rifle. Shit, he might be sleeping already. You never know. But
He
I
might
sent
be,
one,
but I want him to let him know that he's got one.
right?
You know, yeah, see, Logan Airport on March 108 inches of snow at Logan that year, and up here where I am, I'm 30 miles north of the city. We got 130 something inches of snow, 120 something inches of snow. Snowiest season ever recorded. Yeah. What do you want?
I'm sorry.
What's the matter? Prepping?
Well, I got it on the leather.
Nice.
Thanks, Frankie.
Oh, shit.
What do you do? Just rub it real hard with a etching, some kind of etching, something?
No, ballpoint stylus.
Oh, got you.
Piece of paper.
You should do it like the tattoo guys where they make the stencil. That'd be handy.
That's what that is. See?
Oh, it is a stencil?
Well, no, it's just a piece of paper. I see what you're saying, where they can actually transfer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess it works on skin, and leather's just skin, so it might
Looks
work
like-
that way. I don't know.
Looks like Jesus with a fucking pair of sunglasses.
It's Odin.
Huh? What?
Odin, the Viking god. Odin, you know, the one-eyed guy.
Yeah.
It's an eye patch.
I know. It looks like Jesus with sunglasses.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, P2E. I'm going to take away your wrench every time you hit on fucking Guns Girl, okay? That's the way it is.
So he wouldn't have one from now to what, 2035? Damn, that's pretty much a daily, weekly occurrence, rather.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, he can't be doing that. So, anyways, prepping to endure. Were you smart enough to fucking Google Bensonhurst yet and see what notorious mafia man came out of Bensonhurst, New Jersey?
Sammy Gravano.
Thank you very much. Sammy the Bull Gravano grew up in Bensonhurst. Sammy, now see, now there's another guy, right? That was street smart, probably book smart too.
Rat.
Right, probably book smart too, but had zero common sense between his ears. I'm going to tell you why. No pun intended, he got away with murder. Okay? He's responsible for killing about 40 people. All right? He served 5 years.
Wow.
For 40 people. And all he had to do was stay out of trouble. Nope, not Sammy the Bull Gravano. He went out to Seattle area, somewhere out in the northwest of the state, of the country, and decided that his thought process said that because he hadn't worked in so long that he didn't like to work. So he figured he'd have a side job of selling ecstasy. Guess what he did? He earned himself a fucking stint in the fucking what do you call it? I think 20 years he has to do.
Wow.
Dumbass.
Is that the guy they just killed in prison?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Sammy Guevara will never be killed in prison. That's for sure. He's too well fucking. But what's his name died in prison though?
Gotti.
John Gotti died in prison.
Lung cancer.
The Teflon Don. He had balls of steel, I'll tell you that. I will give him fucking credit. He had balls of steel to take out fucking Castellano. It's just balls of steel.
Who's that one guy I keep seeing pop up on YouTube?
Who?
He was a hitman. And
my area?
No, I don't know where he was from. But they got a full documentary on him. Just him sitting there talking to the shrink. Holy shit.
Iceman?
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Richard something or other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He was in a biker. He was in a biker. He was a he was in a gang. He was in a biker gang, right?
No, he was like a mafia hitman.
Yeah, he was like
he was also in a biker gang, though.
I don't remember that.
Right? The same guy I was thinking about, and the cop was going after him, and he had a mutual respect for the cop. And when the cop's son died, he showed up with a couple other bikers.
I don't think it's the same guy. This guy was a loner. Lone wolf. He had one sidekick, and he killed everybody else he ever worked with because they might talk. But this guy feels no mercy, no empathy, nothing. Just stone cold. Wow.
Whitey Bulger. Let me tell you something about Whitey Bulger. You want to talk about a rat?
That's the guy that they just killed in prison. He's in prison for like 5 hours and dead.
Yeah. Talking about the inside job. Holy shit. They beat him with sock full of batteries.
Yeah, that Iceman is a good watch, but I would sure hate to have that guy as my neighbor.
Here's the other thing, right? There are people that feel bad that Whitey got beat up the way he got beat up. And I'm looking at them people, and I'm saying to myself, are you fucking kidding me? He shot. Okay, so one of his people was skimming or whatever, okay? I think that's how the story went. So, but the guy needed a ride because he was going to be late, and Whitey didn't like it if you this, that, and the other thing late, I guess. I guess this is how it's going. So he grabs a high school friend of his. He said, hey, dude, they weren't kids. They were adults at this time, okay? He's like, dude, I need a ride. Can you give me a ride? Da, da, da. She says, yeah, I'll give you a ride. Gave him a ride. He says, wait here. So they shot the kid. Then they came out and shot the fucking driver who had nothing to do with nothing. You know, hey, Jay Watt, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year.
One of the stories I heard with that Whitey guy is the reason they killed him. Number one, he was a snitch, and number two, he used to kill women. Yeah, and apparently that wasn't kosher with the crew.
Whitey wasn't a very nice person. And this Iceman person doesn't sound like he was very nice either.
No, he was talking about going out and killing people on Christmas Eve. coming back, stuffing them in a 50-gallon drum in his garage and going in and building the kids' toys for him like nothing happened. Putting a bicycle together. Just as cold and just weird.
Evil.
But
is it evil though?
You couldn't help but kind of like the guy.
Because let's look at it this way, right? Let's look at it this way. You're in the infantry, right? And you're in fucking Libya or you're in fucking Pakistan. Wherever. And now you're in a gunfight. And you take out 10 fucking enemy.
I don't think that's the same thing though. Mafia.
You still take, dude, you're shooting somebody in the fucking head or the chest or whatever, and you're killing them. How is it not the same thing?
So
one's against law, one isn't. I get that aspect of it not being the same thing, but as a mindset, it's still
mindset maybe, but morally, I don't see they're not the same.
No, not
mindset.
No. I'm not saying that.
I was checking where you were going there.
No. Okay, let me backtrack. I'm not saying that they're the same. You know, the mafia guys the same as the fucking people in the war or past wars. No. What I'm getting at is that Stevie was saying the guy is evil or the guy is cold, right? Because he can go and help put his kids' Christmas presents together after he killed somebody. Okay? Well, our guys and girls overseas kill somebody and they're back at the office and they're doing whatever they do.
No, but this guy was clinically diagnosed with something missing in his brain that registers remorse and bad, sorry feelings and stuff like that. He was mentally effed up.
Tell my Steve Flemmi story. What's Steve Flemmi's story? The rifleman? What about him? Speak to me, Jay Watt.
Flemmi?
Yeah, the rifleman, Steve Flemmi. He was fucking Whitey Bulger's fucking right hand man.
Oh. Yeah, this guy here killed all his right-hand men because they could tell on him.
No, but I'm just saying, it's like, I mean, I'm just talking mentally aspect of it, the mental aspect of it.
Mentally being able to pull the trigger, I think just about, if you were in the right situation, just about anybody could do it.
Well, yeah.
But after the fact, you would have remorse, not for doing your job or doing what you were ordered to do, but for taking a human life, you would have some remorse.
Well, yeah, again, it all depends what the situation is.
Yeah, and look how many soldiers suffer from PTSD, and all that stuff, too.
If
this guy had no...
You break into my house and you're going towards my kid's room, I am not going to feel bad for you at all.
Oh, hell no.
I'm going to shoot you, and then I'm going to fucking call the police and all that, and I'm going to watch you take your your last dying fucking breath as you choke and gargle on your own blood.
Right. Mike?
What?
My advice, just don't do it with a slingshot because they're illegal in your state.
They're illegal in my state. Yeah, that's a good point.
Whatever you do.
I'm not going to feel bad for that person. I'm not going to have any... I'm not.
No, I don't think you would. You're protecting your babies. I mean, for Christ's sakes.
No.
That's about as human as you can get.
How can I say this without putting myself out? Well, it doesn't matter. What do you call it? It's long gone by now. What do you call when a crime runs out of, when you can't be charged for a crime because it's been too much time?
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations.
Careful, certain crimes.
Statute of limitations is way, Stevie, this was in college. So statutes of limitations are way gone out of this. We had a kid
La, 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 la.
Right. Did
Hmm?
how do I say this? Wasn't very nice to a female friend of ours, and so I come out of class and went down a lounge, and anyways, those two guys, two of my friends talking, and I asked what happened, and they told me, and I just looked at them, and I'm like, "Who wants to go for a ride?" And anyways, long story short, not one. Should we be doing this? Should I be doing? Should this? Should
Right.
this? Should we be? Should we be here? Should we? Never got cold feet. Never thought twice. Never. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Didn't give a shit. By the way, didn't kill him. Should have.
So glad you said that because that statute does not run out, by the way.
No, I know that one doesn't.
And I hope you weren't a child molester either, because that one don't
Nope.
go away either.
Nope, not that either.
Except for if your name is Clinton, then you're okay.
Let's just say he was in the hospital for about 2 weeks, but we'll leave it at that.
Well, some people need a good ass kicking.
You know.
Near drowning situation, whatever.
Come to Jesus moment.
Yeah.
Right?
No, there's a lot of things in this world I can deal with, and that ain't one of them. You know. It's just
Oh, and apparently there's no statute of limitations on squeezing a girl's butt at a party when you're 12 either.
Let me tell you how many years I'd be in jail already for squeezing somebody's ass.
You better not ever run for office.
It's all we did in the 8th grade.
Right?
That's all we did.
Because it feels fine.
Some of the girls gonna give a shit. Some of the girls want to kick in on nuts. Some of the girls will turn around and say, "Did you really just do that?" You know what I mean?
I like the girls that turn around and give you a big kiss.
99% of them, 99% of them never said nothing to anybody. You know, like they didn't rat you out. They didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Unless you run for office, and then they'll just come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Now, I am not sitting here telling you what we did was right by any means. Okay. I'm just saying that when you're 13 years old,
yeah, young and dumb and full of what?
You don't think as you do as a 50-year-old, and nor should you, because your brain isn't still, you know what I mean, developing. So why these people actually think that, well, when I was 12, because when you were 12, when you came home from school and you took your little fucking
hairbrush
and you brushed your hair and you fucking rolled down your fucking little fucking white fucking knickers and all that, and then you did your homework. Oh no, you didn't have homework because you did it all in school because you're such a good kid. And then you sat in front of that fucking TV and you studied and you did whatever and you fucking watched. You didn't watch cartoons because they're bad.
Yeah.
You didn't watch Batman and Robin because they're bad. You know, you might have watched Gilligan's Island just to get a good laugh. But I know at 12 years old, you were like, you should have been a fucking senior in high school when you were 12. I know. I hate those fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they think that, good night, Frankie. Happy New Year. Stay sober this New Year's. And see, he's from here, so he doesn't go in town. I went in town once. I'll never do that again.
I always called it amateur night.
It is. It's amateur night, but the problem is that it's just. I get nervous. Okay, I'm not claustrophobic. I'm not like, you know, but I can't be like this with no word of exaggeration
Yeah.
with over fucking 1 million people.
Dude, I've been to the ball drop on New Year's in the French Quarter in New Orleans. You want to talk crowded? Holy shit.
Right. I can't, I have to have a way out. You know, we did the 4th of July on Boston Common. I'll never do it again.
Right.
They had a bunch of German foreign exchange students or whatever for college or whatever, and they're walking. You know, their arms are interlocked, and they're pushing people. And all of a sudden, people started falling. I'm like, oh, here we go, trampled. This is just going to be like the Who in Boston Garden all over again. And I'm like, And I said to my brother, I'll see you at the car. Don't you worry. Oh, you'll get lost. Trust me, I know where I am. I ain't going to get lost.
Right.
I said, I'll see you at the car. You know, and I had to find my own way out. I could not. It was just like this. It was just way too much. Nope. Nope, couldn't do it. Now, the weird part is that you put me in an elevator with 40 people and it won't bother me. I'm not claustrophobic. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that amount of people.
Oh, you're just waiting for a disaster to happen.
And not a way out. You know what I'm saying?
All it takes is one guy in the middle start barfing. You end up with a barfarama.
Yeah.
Mass puking. What the hell was that movie where a kid did that? Ate the blueberry pies till he vomited?
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
That was a good movie. Oh, yeah. It was a story they were telling around the campfire, wasn't it? Started making the grumbling noises.
I got to cut in.
Damn, you're quick.
Nice. You know, and there's the other thing, right? Do you anybody else see kids causing slight mischief?
Oh,
walking down the tracks. Now, there's something to be said. People are gonna laugh at me. So, you know, you and your 3 friends, you might have ran through a yard here and there, whatever, right?
Yeah, threw your buddy in a pond.
Exactly. Today, they're not like that.
Well, their parents don't allow it. They keep them all stifled until they blow their cork. You do a little mischief like that, as long as you're not hurting anybody or destroying property, it's a way to vent your angst. You know, get it out of your system a little bit. That way you don't freak out and go shoot up the school.
Running from a train. How funny is that, right? And you can tell that story for years. It'll never get old. You know? Little fat kid running down a fucking thing because the train's coming. Running down the railroad tracks because the train's coming. You know?
Right.
It's just, you can't make that shit up. You know? That's fucking priceless shit.
Sure it is.
You know? Taking my teacher's rank book and putting Pete Townsend's name in it. I mean, harmless. Well, nobody got hurt. Nobody, you know what I mean?
She called that out for a roll call?
She called Pete Townsend's name for, I don't know, 7, 8 months.
Imagine her in the office trying to find his parents' number.
Well, then we finally let her off the hook, and it was just, and she's like, oh, that's how bad she was. She was just, I mean, the only physical thing I ever did, and I probably, now today I'd probably get arrested for it, right? So I actually used to have swimming as gym class. All right. One of the high school, the Voc I went to had an Olympic sized pool. And the teacher was an absolute bitch. And I love swimming, still do. I just wish that I didn't smoke as much as I do. But when I was a kid, I was a fish. Anyway, as you mouthed off to her or did whatever, she'd take 10, 15 points off your final grade, or as you go. So let's say during the semester you had an A and you fucked off. No, well, now you're down to a B plus. Oh, you fucked off. You fucked off twice, 3 times. Well, now you got a C. And I'm like, that they shouldn't be able to do that, you know. So anyway, you know what I did? I thought in my brain that she would forget what grade she was going to give me. She was standing by the poolside with the rank book. I went on the high diving board and did like a jackknife right beside her. I mean, I missed the fucking edge of the pool by about fucking 4 feet. I put a wave over her like there was nobody's business. The rank book had all fucked up, and yeah, I couldn't use the pool for a while.
Yeah, I bet you were a hero amongst your buddies, though.
Oh, they just thought I was the nuts.
Hey, Mikey!
What are you doing? I go, what did I do wrong? She goes, what was that? That was my impersonation of a fucking jackknife. What did we tell you? You're on the high board. Yep. Sorry. Are you gonna yell at me more? Or? I hated this woman. This woman sucked. Sucked.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that was the shit that crossed my brain and that I allowed myself to do is amazing.
It's guys, amazing. I'm going to jump off of here because I got to start tooling this, but thank you for having me.
All right, talk to you soon.
Nice to see you, man.
Later. Good night, everybody in the outside. Have a good New Year.
You too. People have a good New Year, buddy.
Shalisa just texted me and said she's getting snow.
Is she really?
Yep. I have to go look out my window. She's got about 2 inches on her porch already.
Huh.
Have a good night, V-Borg.
I wonder if I'll get that. I know I'm supposed to get rain on Monday. We'll see. We shall see. You never know what will happen. Two inches in the
pants. I'm not going to use it for a while. It's still 38 degrees here.
Preppin says he has 2 inches in his pants.
Nice. How'd you get so lucky, buddy?
I'll have to call Guns Girl and tell me he's got nothing to offer. Irish, no shit, huh?
And redhead.
Yeah, that don't mean shit, Preppin. My friends were afraid of me in school, not because of my strength then, but because I was a batshit crazy. Right on, Gear.
Oh, that guy.
You were that guy.
I bet you won't drink that quart jar of gasoline. Oh, yeah, I will.
That guy that brings a fucking semi-automatic shotgun to a knife fight. You know, always thinking. Yeah. What do you say, Stevie?
I'm
What are you
ready
doing
with
tomorrow
tomorrow.
night? Are you doing a thing tomorrow night?
Oh yeah, that's in the plan. Unless some catastrophe happens.
You guys heard it from the owner himself. There will be a live with the stalker tomorrow night.
Woo, woo. I'll try to get up about 9:30.
Listen, you guys, we're gonna get the hell out of here. For those silent watchers, Uncle Kyle, hello, and I hope things are well and happy New Year to you and you and your mom, and I hope you guys are doing well. I hope things are getting better for you. The silent watchers, thank you very much for being here. For those of you that are here in the chat room, thank you very much for being here. I hope you all have a happy New Year. I hope it goes better than 2018 did. Driver of all, you with us, pal. You're a good man.
Have a
Peace,
great sleep, brother.
Peace, everybody. We're out.